Well, yes, my wife Sue and I, and Sue's Jewish, I'm Christian. We actually went to Israel with Pastor Larry Thompson of First Baptist Church here in Fort Lauderdale, and also Rabbi Penny and Druzier from Southwest Broward, Chabad. We actually did a number of religious things. We toured Jewish areas, Christian areas, and then actually we were able to meet in the Knesset, which is the Israel Congress, in effect. It's more set up like a British Parliament. We met with 10 Knesset members, met with 4 ministers or cabinet members, met with the Deputy Prime Minister, one of 4 Deputy Prime Ministers, Eli Yishai. And I actually wanted to talk to them about Israel and U.S. relations and the state of U.S.-Israel relations, understand what's happening in Israel. And when you talk about, you hear Debbie Wasserman Schultz talking about Barack Obama being the best U.S. president towards Israel, I wanted to understand it from their perspective. And I asked every single one of them, I go, tell me, what do you think about Barack Obama? What do you think about Debbie Wasserman Schultz? And every single one of them had the same opinion. They viewed Barack Obama as being the worst president towards Israel, along with Jimmy Carter. They felt that they were concerned about when he became president, and more so, they're more concerned about an unchecked Barack Obama in a second term. And for Debbie Wasserman Schultz to talk about him being the greatest U.S. president towards Israel, when I told them that, in most cases I got an eye roll or a laugh, and when I asked them their opinion, they were dead set against Barack Obama for a second term. And he's not good for U.S.-Israeli relations, and he's not positive towards the Jewish people or to the Israeli state. And to make statements like going back to the 1967 borders, when you're there and you're in the Jewish quarter, sometimes people forget, in Israel, in the Knesset, they represent not just Jewish people, they represent Muslims, they represent Arabs, they represent Druze, and they have these people in the Knesset. So I think they're the only democracy in the Mideast, and to see it firsthand and to talk to Israel leaders, it really drove the point home. So it was a tremendous visit. They're great people in Israel. They showed us the best hospitality, and it was truly fortunate to be able to meet firsthand with the leaders in the Knesset.
Did you get to talk with more average citizens and get their take on what's going on politically over here and how it's affecting them over there?
Every day, whether it was we landed in Tel Aviv, we went up to the Tiberias area and spent a couple of days up there, and spent 6 or 7 days in Jerusalem. I would ask people, what do you think about the U.S.? For the most part, Israel is they love the United States. They know the United States is our ally. However, they're concerned about the relationship, and they're concerned about putting people, Israeli, and when I say Israeli, Jewish, Arab people that are all cared for there. I met with Ariel Kotler, who works on the Jewish National Fund North America Division. I had dinner with him, and he was telling me a story just outside the Gaza Strip. They just built a playground, a $5 million playground for kids. And the playground was set up so within 15 seconds, no matter where any child is on the playground, within 15 seconds of a siren going off, a child can be in a bomb shelter. Those aren't things. Those are things that we take for granted. Those are things that they have to live with every single day. So our goal needs to be peace in Israel and in the Mideast, but by giving the Palestinians more land, it's not going to help the situation. It's just going to be a closer launching pad to the citizens of Israel. So I'm 100% committed to supporting the people of Israel. And we cannot put them in a precarious position, and we need to show them our support. In the Obama administration, in the rhetoric coming from Debbie Wasserman Schultz, does not help the case.
You talked about the playground and the bomb shelter. Could you sense the mood there is maybe fearful, not knowing what's going on? Could you sense that at all, picking it up, or was it just normal?
No, they're following our elections very closely. And I'll give you one example. One of the senior advisor to the Speaker of the Speaker of the House, he asked me. He was actually through a translator. He understood everything in English, was not comfortable speaking English. He asked me about some of the different Republican candidates. He point blank asked me. He's very concerned about Ron Paul's foreign policy. So it wasn't just Obama. They were trying to feel out the different Republican candidates as well, and they were concerned about Ron Paul's isolationist foreign policy. And that is not, I think Ron Paul brings a lot of good things to the table, but the foreign policy and the isolationist strategy is not supportive, and certainly something that makes the Israeli people and the Israeli government very uncomfortable. And they asked me, how did he get in such a, at that point in time, it was, during the Iowa caucuses, they were concerned about how Ron Paul was going to do. So there's a lot of concern there.